Hey, Ezra here, an e-commerce merchant and educator for the Shopify Academy. My store, since January of 2015, has done 887,000 orders for $64 million in revenue in that time on my store. And I want to show you this. Check this out. So this is November 25th, 2016, $259,000. November 24th, 2017, $383,000. November 23rd, 2018, $266,000. And check this out. This is just March 29th of this year, $321,000. All of these days are very, very big, and all of these months are big. These are the Black Friday, Cyber Monday, first day of those sales for my store over the last several years. And then this is another sale that I ran in March, and all of them are using my three-step system that I want to share with you today. A three-step simple system for how to run an effective sale on Black Friday, Cyber Monday, or at any other time of the year. So let's hop in and talk about it. First, a few stats from Shopify. Shopify merchants did $1.5 billion in sales over the Black Friday, Cyber Monday weekend in 2018. That's $870,000 per minute at the peak. And on those orders, over 66% of them came from mobile devices. Over 66% of orders from mobile devices. We're going to get to why this is important in just a second. And also, the most important metric that I want to share with you is that conversion rate. So the number of people who were buying from each source, email, had a 4.38% conversion rate, which means that 4.38 out of every 100 people who came from email purchased. And then direct traffic, someone typing in your website, people searching for you on Google search, and then social media traffic converted at about 2%. Why is this important? Because this leads into step one of my simple three-part system on how to run a sale, and that is to build an anticipation early bird list. There's a reason that Apple and Google and Microsoft and all the big brands in the world build anticipation before they launch a product. They get people notified on a list so people can look forward to the sale event. It's the reason why movie trailers work. So you have the opportunity to get excited about the thing before it happens, and then you're much more likely to take action. So we do an early bird opt-in for every sale that we run. I'm going to show you how we do it. The first step is we get them to opt in. We get them to give us their email address. And we saw from Shopify that having someone's email address and then emailing them over to your sale is the best way to make a sale during Black Friday, Cyber Monday, or any sale event. Then we send them to a thank you page. From there, they get put onto an early bird email list where they receive a confirmation email saying, hey, thanks so much. You're going to be the first to hear about this sale. And then we send them over to our social media to warm them up before the sale. Here's what it actually looks like. We run ads, emails, organic social posts to a simple opt-in form. I'm going to break down this opt-in form for you in a second. It's a landing page that has an opt-in form on it, header, subheader, and call to action with a button. Then they go to a thank you page where we say, hey, thanks so much. You're in. You'll be the first person to hear about this sale when it happens. And then from there, we're sending them to our social media, to our blog, just getting them warmed up, sending them to content. Once they opt in, they go on to our early bird list where they receive a confirmation email that says, hey, thank you so much for signing up. We're going to let you know as soon as our sale goes live, you're going to have the opportunity to be one of the first people to shop our sale. And from there, they would end up going over to our holiday offer page eventually when the sale goes live. And in the interim, they're being warmed up with content. So that's a little bit of the flow. I'm going to break down some of these pages. But first, let me show you the actual advertisements and emails we send to get people over to our opt-in page. So here are some of the ads that we run on Facebook and Instagram to get people over to our early bird opt-in page. This one here is a GIF animation ad that rotates back and forth. Easy to make these inside of Facebook. This is a static image ad. This is also a static image ad. Notice that we're using people's faces, pictures of our products, text overlay, and borders. And these would all lead to the opt-in page. We generated over 13,000 early bird leads last year during Black Friday, Cyber Monday with these very simple image and GIF animation ads. Here's an example of the copy that we used. Very simple copy. Black Friday. We have something special planned this year. Sign up now to get all the details first. Hint, this is our biggest savings of the year, so you'll want to see it. Hashtag Black Friday, hashtag discounts, hashtag holiday sale, hashtag happiness. And these lead over to the opt-in page. Now we're targeting buyers, fans, subscribers, people who've engaged with our page, cold audiences, and a lookalike. Black Friday, Cyber Monday is a great opportunity to sell to warm audiences, buyers, subscribers, fans, people who've been to your website. It's also a great opportunity to generate leads, email leads of people who will buy from you in the future, which is why we also run this to cold audiences. So this worked extremely well for us. These very simple ads leading to this opt-in page. You can see here we had 13,000 people last year get onto our early bird list. And this is an example of the first email that went out to all the people on the early bird list. Notice that we've got a themed image at the top of the email. It's got a button, call to action, shop our best deals now. It says, hey, you're seeing this early. And if you're seeing this, you signed up to be one of the first in our store on Black Friday. We love that, and it's why we started Black Friday a whole day early just for you. You can get 10% off everything. Go ahead and shop now. P.S. We're sending this out on Thanksgiving. If you have any questions, we'll be back online tomorrow to help. And that email generated $91,000 and had a 6.8% order rate. So the early bird, people who sign up for early bird list, it's a fraction of your audience, but they're the hottest and most interested and the best buyers. Nearly half of our revenue on the Black Friday Cyber Monday weekend came from people who got on our early bird list. And you can see now, every time we run a sale, we create an early bird list. When we launch a new product, when we run a sale, we take 2 weeks before and we build anticipation for the sale by getting people to opt in and give us their email address. They've stepped up and said, yes, I want to be on the early bird. Yes, I want to be one of the first people to find out about this sale. So they're making that commitment by giving you their email address, and you're giving them the opportunity to step up, raise their hand, and say they're interested in the sale, which makes them much more likely to engage with it when it actually happens. Let's take a look at the early bird opt-in page that we're using this year. Notice that we have an image on the left on desktop that's themed to be about the sale. So the whole sale will be themed the same way. You'll see this when we get to step 2 in the process. Then we've got a headline, a subheadline, an opt-in box, and a button with perceived actionability. Now I want to show you this. We're using a tool called Zipify Pages, which is a tool that I built for Shopify merchants, which allows you to build out landing pages, sales pages, opt-in pages right on your Shopify store. Now what I want to show you about this is when you switch to mobile, notice that the image goes on the bottom. In the mobile view, the opt-in box is always going to be above the fold. You can swap out this image here. You can put a border around it. You can do anything you want with the image element. You can change the text. You can modify the perceived actionability on the call to action button. Maybe you want it to change colors and invert in color like this. Maybe you want it to have an animation the way that I like. I like to have an animation on it, so when someone scrolls over it on desktop, there's that animation. What we've learned about opt-in pages is that simple, super fast loading and very easy to engage with on mobile works very, very well. If you wanted to add to this, what you could do is you could add one more opt-in form down below. So you go to CTAs, you could grab the inlaid opt-in form, you could put one of those down below that, so that on mobile, you had another opt-in form down below, and I would style it to be the same way. Another opt-in form down below the image on mobile, and then what you could do is you could just hide that on desktop. So you just hide that on desktop and tablet, so that the desktop and the tablet view, you don't see it, but the mobile view you do. That's available in Zipify Pages. Let me show you some of the other templates you can use. But what I want to point out is that we are leaning towards a very simple, very easy to engage with opt-in template for our early bird opt-in pages. We're finding that to work the best in all of our tests. When you're in Zipify Pages choosing a template, you can just select opt-in pages here. And this is the template that we're using for the holiday sale. You can see image on left and headline, subheadline, and call to action on right. This is another opt-in template that we used recently for a product launch. Worked extremely well. Has color differentiators, so colored backdrop at the top, color behind the opt-in box, imagery to evoke some emotion, then another opt-in box, then a thank you page that is themed with it, right? Similar thank you page, simple image, headline, subheadline, call to action, go view content. Here's another opt-in form here, headline, subheadline, call to action. But I want to encourage you towards these real simple ones. I'm going to show you a couple heat maps here. Here's that opt-in template for one of our product launches that you can see. Take a look at this. This is what you want. You want all of the activity happening in the email and the call to action. Let's take a look at it on mobile where most of the activity happened. Remember Shopify said that 66% of traffic on Black Friday, Cyber Monday, 66% of sales happened on mobile, where you want your pages optimized for mobile. Notice that this call to action here is above the fold on mobile. It loads right above the fold on the screen. Then there's the button. And here's the tablet view. Again, all the activity happening in the simple spot where we want them to take action. Loads fast, easy to see, easy to read, easy to understand what you're getting, and works for mobile. Let's take a look at another version of a Zipify Pages opt-in page. Again, very clear what we want them to do and where they should engage, and the heat maps show that all the action is happening there. And it's happening on the one above the fold, right? Only, 10% of people are engaging with the, this is desktop now, with the call to action below the fold, right? So above the fold is where it's at on desktop. Now let's take a look at the mobile version here. Again, I think we're gonna see that most of the activity is gonna take place on that first call to action above the fold when it loads on mobile. And just as I suspected, all of the activity happening here at this one, then you've got some imagery, and then you've got a good 10% of people engaging with the one down below the images. But you could literally have the page just be that. Loads fast on mobile. That is what you want. The faster you load, the better you convert. And with Zipify Pages, we're gonna automatically optimize these images. Any image you upload to Zipify Pages, we optimize for speed and we optimize for every device, desktop, tablet, and mobile, so that it loads properly on whatever device the page is being served. And here's a heat map of the thank you page. This is the thank you page that goes with that template that I was just showing you. Notice all of the action, 60% of people on mobile here engaging with that button call to action. As a reminder, we always have thank you pages, and you can get those inside of Zipify Pages, but our thank you page is going to confirm what we want them to do. In this case, we're saying, hey, thank you so much, you're in, you're going to be the first to hear about the sale, and now you can go check us out on social media. We're either trying to get you over to our blog, or we're trying to get you over to social media when you go to the early bird opt-in. We want to continue the session. We don't want you to just be done. So we're going to send you to our social profile, or we're going to send you to our blog. These templates are available for you inside of Zipify Pages, super easy to use. And I highly recommend Zipify Pages if you're going to be building out an early bird opt-in page for any sale, because we have proven templates. So your action items for the early bird phase of your Black Friday, Cyber Monday sale is to create mobile and desktop versions of your opt-in and thank you pages. These are the winning versions for us this year. They've only been live for a couple days. Check out the heat maps here. You can see that on desktop all the way to the left, we've got 3 images, and that top call to action is getting the most use. And on tablet and mobile, we're only using 2 images, and the top and bottom are getting the most use because there's a lot of scrolling on tablet and desktop. So you don't want 3 images so that they have to scroll further on tablet and mobile phones. We did this inside Zipify Pages. One thing I want to point out about the heat maps here, this is the desktop heat map of the thank you page, the desktop, the mobile and tablet heat map of the thank you page. Take a look at how much activity is happening on the image. People are clicking the image, and I'm going to go into the heat map and show you exactly how much. So here's the mobile version of the heat map for the thank you page. So far, 55% of people are clicking on this image. So what you want to do is, when you're inside of your Zipify Pages or whatever editor you're using, first and foremost, notice that we have a block here that's for desktop only. When I click this block, it says hidden on desktop, and then this block here is hidden on tablet and mobile. So that desktop version, you're going to have those 3 images, but tablet, you're only going to have that 2 image for tablet and mobile, so that it's easier to scroll, less content, loads faster. So desktop and mobile optimized versions of the pages. But what I wanted to show you was the thank you page here. Notice that we have linked this image here to our blog post, because we know that 55% of people from the heat map on tablet and mobile are clicking that image. So you want to make sure that your images are linked in addition to your buttons on your thank you page. So action item number 1, create mobile and desktop optimized versions of your opt-in and thank you pages so you can run your early bird traffic to those. You can use Zipify Pages for that, or you can use a designer or developer. Let's take a look at action item number 2. Action item number 2, write an early bird confirmation email, an email that people are going to get as soon as they opt in. You can see so far 3,300 people have opted in. We've only been running this for a couple days, and ads are just getting fired up, but 37% of those people are opening that email, and we're going to warm them up even more. This is not the only email that the people on the early bird list are going to get, but we want to immediately email them and say, thank you so much. You're going to be the first person to get access to our sale. And by the way, go check out our social profiles and our blog while you're waiting. So step 2, write an early bird confirmation email, trigger it when someone opts in, and have it go out to the folks who get on the early bird list. And step number 3, action item number 3, set up your advertisements. Get people going to this opt-in page, not only from the emails you send, which I'm about to show you, which is action item number 4, email your list, but action item number 3, set up ads so that you've got people, your warm audiences, your cold audiences, your remarketing marketing audiences, your past buyers. I'm going to show you our ads here in just a minute. These are our 2 winners so far for this Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Notice that they've got a colored backdrop. Notice that they've got text overlay. Notice that there's a person's face. Notice that our products are featured. Notice that we're using social proof in the ad copy, that we've got a link to the opt-in page in the ad copy above the image. And everyone will tell you to use 1-to-1 images, is what you see on the right, a square image. We find that 16:9 images still work very, very well on Facebook. Let's hop into the advertising side of Facebook. Let me show you these actual live ads. All right, here we are inside of our Facebook ad account. You'll notice that we're running to buyers, fans, a 1% lookalike of our buyers, subscribers who've never bought before, and our page engagers / people who are engaged with our Instagram profile. Take a look at the click-through rate. 12% click-through rate from buyers, 10% click-through rate from subscribers, but very high click-through rates from our other cold and warm audiences, an 8% click-through rate from cold audiences. We've generated 1,800 leads at a total of $1 per lead, which is pretty amazing for ads that haven't even had a chance to warm up yet. Let's take a look at the ads that are running here. Looking at the ads that are running, this is our most profitable ad so far, 900 leads at 78 cents per lead. Let's take a look at this ad. Here it is live on Facebook. We open with 5 emoji stars. Then we have a question. Hey, are you been waiting for the right moment to try us? Now's it. We're starting our sale. Call to action. A little bit of social proof. 16:9 image. Be the first to see this. Call to action. This ad is our best performer, and it's a 16:9 image. Our second best performer I showed you. And then all the way down here, our other ads aren't even coming close. We always launch 3 or 4 ads. Notice that the static images in this case are beating out even the GIF animation ads. You'll notice this is a GIF animation ad here. It's an ad that's a GIF animation that rotates through a bunch of images. That is losing to the static image ads. So step 3 is to get folks over to your opt-in page by setting up a Facebook campaign. Notice that we are optimizing our campaign for the conversion objective, and that each of these ad sets, when we go in and edit these ad sets, they are optimizing for the lead event. We are firing a lead event on our thank you page. When someone comes to our thank you page, we fire a lead event here in our Facebook pixel to tell Facebook that a lead has been processed, and we're optimizing our campaign around that objective. A couple other notes about your advertisements. Make sure that you run them in all countries that you run ads, America, Canada, etc. And make sure that you also are optimizing for Instagram stories, as well as just Facebook. Step 3, set up your ads. And finally, step 4, send an email to your subscribers, sending them to the opt-in page so that they get on the early bird list. Yes, you heard that right. Email your entire list and ask them to opt in so you can tag them to be in the subgroup of people who are interested in your holiday sale. Notice that we've got a thematically related image at the top of the email that links to the opt-in page. We've got a button call to action. Then we have our text, which explains the idea of the sale, why they should get on the early bird list, what the benefit of joining the early bird list is. We've got text link calls to action, and then another button call to action at the bottom. We actually sent this email out this morning. Let's hop into Klaviyo and see how it's doing. Here we are inside of Klaviyo, and you can see this went out to 361,000 recipients. It only went out a few hours ago. So far, only 4.5% of people have opened it, and 2,800 folks have clicked. I expect these numbers to climb greatly as the day goes on. And always we send 2 variations. In this case, we're testing a different headline. This one has a 6% open rate. We're testing a different subject line rather than the copy of the email. This one has a 6% open rate, so it looks like currently it's the winner over this. Always recommend that you split test your emails. So email your list to tell them about the early bird sequence. We actually send a couple emails over the next few days before Black Friday, Cyber Monday to get people warmed up. We usually send 5 to 6 emails to our list and a few PSs on our blog and in blog posts to tell people to go opt into the early bird list. So those are your 4 action items to get the first part of your sale set up properly, where you are driving traffic from advertising and your email list and organic social channels. I did not show you this, but I'll show it to you right now, which is also you want to post on social. Let's take a look at our organic social channels. So just looking at Instagram here, you'll notice the first post is the post we made today saying, hey, listen, go to the link in our bio and get access to our Black Friday, Cyber Monday sale. This post just went up. The link in our bio here is going to link them over to our Black Friday, Cyber Monday early bird opt-in page, as well as our stories. We're going to continually post stories where they can swipe up, or in this case, click, because I'm on desktop, to see The early bird list and opt into the early bird list for our Black Friday Cyber Monday sale will also use the same creative for an Instagram story carousel ad that will run and send people over to our early bird opt-in page. And in this case, we got directed to this version. We've got an active Zipify Pages split test running, but the winning version is the one that I just showed you a few minutes ago. So that's it. Those are your action items. Get your mobile and desktop opt-in and thank you pages set up. Get your early bird confirmation email set up to email people once they opt in. Set up your advertisements, email your list, and post organically to social media to build the buzz about your Black Friday Cyber Monday people and get people excited. We're also going to warm those people up. Everybody who opts in, we're going to send them a few emails saying, hey, the sale's coming. Get them excited about our products. And meet me in video 2, where I will show you what to do with the people who are on your early bird list, as well as how to build out the perfect offer page to convert as many people as you possibly can over Black Friday Cyber Monday. So this is phase 1 of the sale. Meet me in the next video and we'll go over the next phases of the sale. Thanks so much for watching. I'll catch up with you soon.